Make no mistake about this, if you can read in English, write in English, and speak in English, then you can become a virtual assistant. It's 2024 where everybody is talking about the digital economy, and that means you've certainly heard about virtual assistants. And I bet you wonder, if you are qualified to become a virtual assistant, how you can become a virtual assistant, who a virtual assistant truly is, industries that virtual assistants can work in, and why you should even consider becoming a virtual assistant. If these are questions that you've always been asking yourself, you're in good luck, because this video is going to be treating all of that and more. Hi, my name is Jen. If this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button to join this amazing growing community of virtual assistants and work from home enthusiasts. This is my first episode in my series called Virtual Assistants for Beginners, the A to Z Guideline. And this is a series dedicated to teaching you how to become a virtual assistant so that you can increase your chances of getting out of poverty. And I hope you stick around. This video is going to be divided into 4 parts, and this is so because I want you to completely understand each of the things I'm going to be talking about before we move on to the next one. Alright, get your pen and paper ready and let us begin. So, who is a virtual assistant? What is the definition of a virtual assistant in 2024? A virtual assistant is a trained professional that helps any business owner, organization, or anybody on the internet get work done remotely. Personally, I like to define a virtual assistant as any professional that helps another professional to increase their productivity and increase their profitability as well. If you took extra note of the things I've said, you certainly know that there is emphasis on the word professional, because it is very, very important for a virtual assistant to be a professional, because most business owners or most executives or organizations that are hiring virtual assistants, especially the ones that want to pay you good money, they're expecting you to be professionals. That means that they don't have to be telling you what to do, and you don't have to be depending on them on what to do, when to do it, and all of your day-to-day tasks. Up next is who can become a virtual assistant. Just like I said in the intro of this video, as long as you can read in English, as long as you can write in English, as long as you can speak in English, my dear friend, you can become a virtual assistant. So this means that anybody and everybody can become a virtual assistant in 2024. And just in case you're asking if you need a certification to become a virtual assistant, no, you don't need a certification. You just need to really have good skills. You need to be able to position yourself and also market your services or your skills to your potential employer or your potential client. Now, why should you consider becoming a virtual assistant? Amongst all the other digital skills that many coaches, many influencers, many creators are talking about, there are various reasons, and I'm going to be giving you just 3 of them. But before I move on, if you're still following, let me know in the comment section that the class is clear so far. Yes, let's call today's episode a class, right? Now, why you should consider becoming a virtual assistant. Being a virtual assistant affords you the opportunity to learn at least something about everything, because the more you work with your different clients in different industries, the more your learning potentials are increasing and also your earning potentials as well. And that means more money. The more clients you get, the more clients you work with, the more money you can actually make, the more you can actually charge new clients. Second reason for you to consider becoming a virtual assistant is that the startup cost is really low. I bet you, forget about what some professionals are saying, you can actually start with your phone. You can actually start with your phone. Yes, your mobile phone. All you just need to do is ensure that you have those skills, ensure that you can do a lot of things with your phone, and also ensure that you are a very diligent person. Best believe that our phone can do at least 60% of the things that we use our laptops for. Only issue is the fact that you may be very slow with your delivery, but you can actually work with your phone. Now, the third reason is the fact that it gives you the opportunity to easily pivot into any any job role. Because of the fact that you're a virtual assistant, you've worked with different industries and you most likely worked in different niches. When you decide that you no longer want to become a virtual assistant anymore and you want to build a long career, you can easily just pivot into that career and you don't need to start from scratch. Yeah, beautiful, right? Alright, finally, what are the industries you can work in as a virtual assistant? You can work in a lot of industries. In fact, think of any industry right now and I bet you are going to be able to work in that industry. You can work in marketing, you can work in healthcare, you can work in tech, you can work in legal, you can work in entertainment, you can work in real estate, you name it. You can work in any industry. And if I should add a bonus to one of the reasons you should consider becoming a virtual assistant, then this is it. You get to be able to work in any industry of your choice, and you can work in more than one industry per time. You're not limited to anything. Alright, I hope you had a great time in this session. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section and I'm going to be answering you. This video is meant to be an introduction into virtual assistant to answer your basic questions so that when we start talking about some nitty-gritty things, you would not be confused. And I hope I did justice to this first session. This is the first episode of the Virtual Assistants for Beginners series, the A to Z guideline, and I cannot wait to see you in episode 2. Again, I need you to do just a few things for me. Please like this video so that the YouTube algorithm can push it to more people so that they can see it, and also leave your comments and ensure that you are subscribed. And I'll see you in the next episode.